you.
Well,
Hallelujah.
welcome to week 2 of the 90-day fitness challenge.
Woo-hoo. Anybody? Somebody. Amen.
All right.
Woo!
I heard some ladies.
Woo! All right, there they are. There they are. They strong. They strong with it.
Lord, they got it.
All right. So
Amen.
we want to start off just by just doing a quick recap of last week's behavior. Our goal was to begin supplementation, so using supplements. So hopefully throughout the week you took some time to to start to work on making sure that you're taking those vitamins every day. Now this fitness challenge incorporates several components, okay? And all of these components are going to help us to get to where we're trying to go. So it's very important that all the tools that we have available, that you use them, okay, in order to help to make this transition smooth. So that means that we need to be logging our food every day, okay?
Amen.
Download the Lose It app, all right? You can do it on there, or you can download the journal from the website and do it manually. But just make sure, it's very important that you take the time to log those foods. The other thing, daily confessions, all right? That's another component. We don't want to leave these things out. We want to make sure that we're using all these components and all these tools in order to get where we're trying to go to. If you looked at your the downloadable journal, the very first page had a place for you to set your goals, okay? Make sure you take the time to set those goals so that we know where we're trying to get to. And also we have a blog available that has a lot of any updated videos or articles or other tools available as well. So make sure that you're implementing all those tools that we have made available into your challenge.
And what I want to add to that is consistency. I know this is week 2, and we have to be consistent with this. We have to encourage one another. We're in this together. So, with the log, a day that you may not make the healthiest choices, it's okay. Still log it so that you will see your progression from week 1, week 6, week 9, week 12, and then a lifestyle. So we're not going to just drop this at the end of 12 weeks. This is part of what we're going to do from here for out, because we are needed in the upbuilding of the kingdom. So let's work together. Let's do this. Let's have some fun with this. It's not what you can't do or what you can't eat. It's about making choices. So with the blog, I'm encouraging, if you have recipes or you find links that will encourage your sister or brothers, please share, because we need your help too, as we're all learning and we're growing together. So let's have fun. Let's do this. And we're going to have a great time. I'm enjoying. I'm excited. And tonight we're going to touch on one of my favorite subjects.
What's week 2, Miss Gigi?
Week 2. Water. H2O.
Amen.
Amen. We need it. Woo! We need it because water is the second most popular beverage to, what do you think? Second most. No Kirkland. Not coffee. Not tea. Bing! Soda. Second most popular beverage to sodas. And we already know that soda will increase your risk, one, of obesity, stroke, other heart problems. Because we want to try to do in these 12 weeks is, one, cut back on our sugar. Amen. And sugar is in almost everything that we eat. So we're going to incorporate reading labels so that you know what you're putting in these temples. Water is important because it keeps our balance, the fluid balance. So our organs and our tissues and ligaments and joints, they need water. I mean, how long can you go in your car without oil change? Not long. They already recommend so many miles for an oil change. And when you go past that, and I go a little bit further, and I go a little bit longer, everything seemed to be going okay. But really, under the hood, it's messing up. It's tearing up. So the same thing with water. We need that daily. I don't like the way it tastes. Well, let me see. I have 4 examples of different waters here. And if you have tried any of them, raise your hand. Any of them. Miss Barbara, TJ, which one would you say would be most beneficial or closest to its natural state?
Door
the
2.
one that just says
Door number 2.
water. Oh, okay. So see how they dress it up, and it's real fancy and a real cute. Oh, look at hey, that has fruit in it. But no, it does not. So be mindful when you purchase water. When you just in your food choices, be mindful, because whatever always what looks good is not always good for us. So what we like to do again, as far as your daily intake, generally says about half your body weight in water.
In ounces.
In ounces. So if you are 100 pounds, they recommend 50 ounces of water per day. Now, if you're going to exercise or you're doing additional physical activity, we ask that you increase it. So during these next 12 weeks, there should be an increase in your water intake. If you are beginning, or this is the first time that you have, William, stop shaking your head. Yes. Intake, increase.
Right.
Because now you are actually revving up. I love it. He brought his water with him. Amen. Everybody give William a hand. Let's encourage him. Yes.
Good team. I want to add something before
Yes,
we
sir.
move on, Gigi. It was something so perfect that you said, and she talked about labels, because we get to a place where we just want to see that's great, and I'm just have that. But if it does not have a label, then 9 times out of 10 you probably don't want to partake in it. You understand what I'm saying? So don't have a label. You say, you know what, I can do without that. You know what I mean? Right?
Nothing like the just basic,
Yeah.
H2O.
Need to know what we put in our bodies.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Ladies and men, water helps with clearing your skin and the elasticity of our skin. So we want beautiful, clear, clean skin. So again,
Elasticity, that sounds like stretching.
oh, yes. So when you see all that,
You
oh,
mean you can stretch that fat?
you can stretch it. So that powerful, awesome water will do wonders for your skin. Also, full glass of water, believe it or not, will help with your concentration. Yes, it produce. No, well, yes, that's next. Well, while we're on the seas, concentration helps you stay alert, refreshed. Your mind is sharp. Again, you want to make sure that throughout the day that you're drinking water. It's also recommended that the first thing you do when you get up in the morning is a nice warm glass of water with lemon. That will kickstart your metabolism. The acidity in the lemon will help with your digestive system, and we'll go right over to constipation and digestion. What goes in must come out. And we wanted to come out, can I say this online? Smooth. And more than once every 4 days.
Amen.
Yes, don't get nervous. We're here to help. We love you. So we should see an increase in our water, and then also an increase of what's coming in. Our waste has to go out. So we want it smooth. We want it consistent, because you don't want it backing up. Toxicity. Yeah, you become toxic. So again, if you're putting bad gas in your car, after a while, some stuff's going to back up. And you want to take care of this temple. These are gifts that God have given us. Our gift back to him is the way that we treat them. So So let's be mindful this week of our water intake and what we're putting in our bodies. Tea, green tea. Now, we don't want to load it with sugar. So a little sugar with your tea. No, green tea is good. Maybe a honey, as far if you have to have a sweetener.
Ideally, you just want to do it unsweet.
Some people, if you just want to put just a tad bit of honey in there. But again, you can drink tea throughout the day, in the beginning, lunchtime, at night, before you go to bed. So again, let's just be mindful. And we're all working on this together, 1 week, 1 day at a time. So again, if you have questions, please feel free to use our blog, and we are always available. So it's encouraging when we have questions. That means that you're thinking about it. And also, when you get the answer, share. This is not just for us inside the four walls. This is for your family, your friends, the community, the nations, because you know that the nation itself, as far as the statistics are showing, that America is getting sicker younger. So as you see children being diagnosed with chronic diseases and not being able to enjoy their childhood of going outside and having a good time, but they're plagued with, doctor's appointments and not feeling good and sick and coughing and sinus, and the list goes on and on. So let's educate each other. Let's do this together, and you will see a difference. You will see a difference. Miss Anita? 1 pop a day?
Well, what our goal is this week, okay? Our goal is to, number one, as Miss Gigi said, that the whole purpose of drinking water is that really that's what God intended for us to drink. And so from a health standpoint, it's going to give you some things that your body needs. Yes. But the other reason behind drinking water is because we're trying to eliminate the sugars, okay? Right. A lot of people, for a lot of the sugar that they're consuming, it's in their beverages, it's in their drinks. So what we're trying to do is twofold. Number one, get your body the water that it needs. But number two, eliminate a lot of the sugars that we're drinking that a lot of times we don't realize that we're doing. Okay, so ideally what we want to do is replace our drinks throughout the day with water or unsweetened green tea. Okay, now we're gonna try to meet you where you are, and if you can't do that, if that's too much. Okay.
Yes.
It's a lot of carbs in that
yes.
soda, and that sugar's turning into fat. That's what we're trying to get your,
Let's do it. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. How about we say the 80-20 rule?
80-20.
Okay, let's say the 80-20 rule, okay? Because we realize that people are not going to stick 100% to these guidelines that we're given. But if you can do these 80% of the time, you should be okay. Mm-hmm. Okay? Amen. All right, so week 2, we have 2 things that we're doing, taking our supplements, right? Yes. We don't want to forget about that. And if you haven't done it, it's not too late, okay? Right. Jump on it, all right? And the other thing we're going to do is making sure that we have half our body weight in ounces of water every day, all right? And to help you, on your downloadable journal, there's a little check box on every day. So you can check, okay, did I do it today? Yes. Or if not, just leave it blank. So that way, you can look and see how compliant you've been with these, all right? And let me give you a hint. Your compliance is going to dictate your results, okay? All right, so, and that's why we broke it down into simple steps. So just do these 2 steps, check it off on your journal every day.
What I also wanted to include is a lot of times once you become thirsty or you get to the point where you're thirsty, you are dehydrated. So that's why we encourage a constant drinking of your water throughout the day. A lot of times also when we think that we're hungry, we really are not. What I would suggest is drinking water before you grab the food. Also, when you go out to eat, drink that water. When you ask, yes, water, please. Yes, Elise. Yes. Drink the water before your meal comes. Okay, that's also, you can do that hot water. You're going to eat so much. You drink, use the hot water with lemon. I drink that often when I'll go out to eat. But just try these little club soda. I see, Elise. That was just for you. But yeah.
Ms. Gigi mentioned dehydration. A couple signs or ways to tell if you're dehydrated. If you pinch your skin,
yes,
and it kind of stays up a little bit, and it doesn't bounce back, doesn't have an elasticity, you may be dehydrated. Yes. Another good way to tell is when you go to the bathroom, and you look back, glance back, and it's darker than the yellow pages. You're dehydrated.
Yes.
All right. So it should be nice and light, clear.
Keeps you from cramping up as well, too.
Right. So those are just some signs to tell whether you're dehydrated. Okay. Anything else?
I don't know. Any other questions? No?
If not, I think we're ready to go work out.
It's time to pump you up.
All right.
All right. Let's go. Men with Brother TJ. Y'all ready for this? Come on. Yes, we're ready.